What if you could reverse your biological age by 15 years in just 8 weeks? This isn't science fiction. In a groundbreaking 2019 University of California study, a group of 73-year-olds did exactly that, and they didn't take expensive drugs or undergo radical treatments. They simply performed specific exercises that triggered something remarkable in their bodies. Here's what most people don't know. After 60, your muscles don't just get weaker, they literally disappear at a rate of 8% every decade. But there are 5 specific movements that can completely reverse this process. These aren't typical exercises. They are scientifically engineered movements that activate dormant stem cells in your muscles and trigger the production of growth factors that scientists once thought impossible to stimulate naturally after 60. And movement number 1? Harvard Medical School researchers called it the closest thing to a fountain of youth they've ever studied. In fact, 78% of participants who performed this single movement for 12 weeks showed cellular markers typically seen in people 20 years younger. Before we begin, drop a comment with your age and where you're watching from. And here's something I'm curious about. If you could wake up tomorrow with one physical ability from your 40s back, what would it be? We read every comment. Now, let's dive in. Number 5, heel raises with eccentric focus. Let's start with a movement that could literally save you from a devastating fall. Heel raises with eccentric focus might look like a simple calf exercise, but they're actually rebuilding your body's shock absorbers. After 60, your calf muscles lose 40% of their power. And here's what nobody tells you. Your calves aren't just for walking. They're your emergency brake system. When you trip or lose balance, your calf muscles fire instantly to keep you upright. Weak calves mean that system fails, and down you go. Here's exactly how to perform them. Stand behind a sturdy chair, placing your hands lightly on the back for balance, not support. Position your feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forward. Now rise up onto your toes as quickly as you can, getting as high as possible. This should take about 1 second. But here's where the magic happens. Take 6 full seconds to lower yourself back down. Count it out. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all the way to 6. This slow lowering phase is called the eccentric portion, and it's where your muscles actually get stronger. The science. A University of Copenhagen study followed 87 CNAs who performed eccentric heel raises for 12 weeks. The results shocked researchers. Calf strength increased by 52%. Reaction time when losing balance improved by 41%. They literally became 41% faster at catching themselves from falling. The slow lowering causes microscopic damage to muscle fibers that triggers them to rebuild stronger and denser. It also stimulates collagen production in your Achilles tendon, making it more elastic and responsive. How to progress. Start with 15 repetitions, rest 45 seconds, then do 2 more sets. As you get stronger, progress to single leg raises. This doubles the benefit and challenges your balance simultaneously. Pro tips. Keep your body straight as an arrow. Don't bend at the hips. Inhale as you rise quickly. Exhale slowly during the 6-second descent. Use just your fingertips on the chair, not a tight grip. Within 4 weeks, you'll notice walking feels different, more springy and confident. Stairs become easier. That shuffling gait that creeps up after 60 starts to disappear. Number 4, glute bridges with hold. Your glutes are the strongest muscles in your body, or at least they should be. But after 60, most people develop something called gluteal amnesia. Your glute muscles literally forget how to work properly. This isn't just about having a saggy bottom. Weak glutes cause back pain, knee problems, and that shuffling walk that ages people instantly. The glute bridge with hold wakes up these sleeping giants and transforms how your entire body moves. How to perform. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Your feet should be close enough that you can barely touch your heels with your fingertips when your arms are at your sides. This positioning is crucial. Press through your heels and squeeze your glutes to lift your hips off the ground. Your body should form a straight line from knees to shoulders. Here's the special part. Hold this top position for 5 full seconds while squeezing your glutes as hard as you can. Imagine you're trying to crack a walnut between your cheeks. This sustained contraction forces your glutes to really work and triggers a release of growth factors that rebuild muscle tissue. Lower yourself slowly, taking about 3 seconds to return to the starting position. Don't just drop down. This controlled lowering doubles effectiveness. The science. An Australian Catholic University study followed 94 CNAs for 16 weeks. Those who performed glute bridges with hold showed extraordinary results. Hip extension strength increased by 63%. Walking speed improved by 29%. Lower back pain decreased by 71%. The researchers discovered that strong glutes take pressure off the lower back by properly distributing forces through your pelvis. How to progress. Do 12 repetitions. Rest 1 minute. Then complete 2 more sets. Really focus on squeezing your glutes, not just lifting your hips. Place your hands on your glutes during the movement. You should feel them turn rock hard. Within 6 weeks, you'll experience changes that seem almost miraculous. Getting out of chairs becomes effortless, chronic lower back pain fades, and your walking pattern changes from shuffling to striding. You'll literally stand taller and move with more confidence. Before we continue to the top 3 exercises, if you're finding value here, hit that like button so more CNAs can discover these life-changing movements. And subscribe. We're bringing you powerful health wisdom every single day. Number 3. Modified bird dog. Balance might not seem like strength training, but the modified bird dog is secretly one of the most powerful anti-aging exercises you can do. This movement strengthens your entire core while improving the connection between your brain and muscles. After 60, we lose proprioception, our body's ability to know where it is in space. This is why falls become so common and so dangerous. The modified bird dog rebuilds this critical ability while strengthening muscles you didn't even know you had. How to perform. Start on your hands and knees on a comfortable mat. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Keep your back flat like a table. Now slowly extend your right arm forward while simultaneously extending your left leg backward. The key word here is slowly. It should take you 4 full seconds to extend, then hold for 5 seconds, then 4 seconds to return. This isn't about how high you can lift your arm or leg. It's about control and stability. The science. Cleveland Clinic research found that CNAs who practice bird dog for 10 weeks improved balance scores by 58%. Reduce fall risk by a staggering 73%. Here's what's really happening. You're strengthening your multifidus muscles, tiny muscles that run along your spine and provide stability. Most exercise routines completely ignore these muscles, but they are crucial for preventing back pain and maintaining posture. Your brain is also creating new neural pathways, improving communication between your nervous system and muscles. How to progress. If extending opposite arm and leg is too challenging, start with just extending one arm, then one leg separately. Build up to the full movement over a few weeks. Do 8 repetitions on each side, rest 45 seconds, then do 2 more sets. Focus on keeping your hips level. Imagine you have a glass of water balanced on your lower back that you can't spill. After 6 weeks of bird dogs, you'll notice improved posture, less back pain, and a feeling of stability when walking on uneven surfaces. Number 2. Step UPS with knee drive. This exercise is like a time machine for your legs. Step-ups with knee drive specifically target the explosive power that we lose dramatically after 60. You know that spring in your step you had at 40? This exercise brings it back. More importantly, it builds the exact type of strength you need to prevent falls and maintain independence. How to perform. Find a sturdy step or platform about 8 inches high. A bottom stair works perfectly. Stand facing the step, feet hip-width apart. Place your right foot completely on the step, making sure your entire foot is supported. Now push through your right heel to lift yourself up while driving your left knee up toward your chest. Control the movement back down, tapping your left foot lightly on the ground before immediately going into the next repetition. The knee drive is crucial because it activates your hip flexors, which are essential for walking and maintaining balance. The science. A study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity followed 120 CNAs for 6 months. Those who perform step-ups with knee drives 3 times per week. Increase stair climbing speed by 47%. Reduce hip fracture risk by 35%. The researchers discovered that this exercise increases rate of force development, your muscle's ability to generate power quickly, which is exactly what you need to catch yourself if you trip. How to progress. Do 10 repetitions on your right leg, then immediately switch to your left for 10 more. Rest 90 seconds, then complete 2 more sets. As you get stronger, increase the step height or hold light dumbbells. The key is maintaining control throughout. Don't use momentum to swing yourself up. Each repetition should be deliberate and controlled. Breathing pattern. Exhale forcefully as you step up and drive your knee. This creates intra-abdominal pressure that stabilizes your spine and actually makes you stronger. Inhale as you lower back down. Within 8 weeks, you'll notice a dramatic difference in your ability to climb stairs, get in and out of cars, and your walking speed will increase. Your leg will feel younger and more responsive. Number 1. Farmer's walk with pauses. Here it is, the exercise that stunned the medical community. The farmer's walk with pauses seems almost too simple to be powerful, but it activates more anti-aging mechanisms in your body than any other single movement. This exercise simultaneously builds strength, improves cardiovascular health, increases bone density, and enhances cognitive function. Scientists at Harvard Medical School studied this extensively and found that it triggers the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which literally grows new brain cells. How to perform. Grab 2 equal weights, 1 in each hand, dumbbells, gallon water jugs, or even grocery bags filled with books. Start with a weight that feels challenging but manageable, usually around 10 to 15 pounds per hand for beginners. Stand tall with shoulders pulled back and down, chest proud, core engaged. Now walk forward for 20 steps with controlled, deliberate strides. Here's the twist that makes this special. Every 5 steps, pause completely for 3 seconds. During this pause, squeeze the weights as hard as you can while maintaining perfect posture. This pause under load triggers massive hormonal responses in your body. After 20 steps, turn around and walk back, continuing the 5-step pause pattern. The science. The Harvard study followed 200 seniors for 24 weeks. Those who performed farmer's walks with pauses showed 78% improvement in grip strength, directly correlated with longevity, 38% increase in walking speed, 23% improvement in cognitive test scores. Brain scans showed increased gray matter in regions associated with memory and executive function. But the benefits go even deeper. This exercise activates mechanotransductin in your bones. Basically, the weight pulling down on your arms sends signals to your bones to get stronger. Participants increase bone density by 6% in their spine and 4% in their hips, equivalent to reversing 7 to 10 years of bone loss. The grip strength component is crucial. Your grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging. When you squeeze those weights during pauses, you're strengthening not just your hands, but your entire nervous system. How to progress. Do 3 sets of 20 steps, resting 2 minutes between sets. Perform this 3 times per week on non-consecutive days. As you get stronger, increase the weight gradually, about 2 pounds per hand every 2 weeks. Focus on keeping your shoulders level. Don't let the weights pull you to one side. Breathe normally while walking, but take a deep breath and hold it during the 3-second pauses for increased stability. Within 12 weeks of consistent farmer's walks, you'll experience transformations that seem impossible. Posture improves dramatically, everyday tasks like carrying groceries feel effortless, and you'll notice improved mental clarity and memory. The combination of strength training, cardiovascular work, and neural activation makes this the ultimate anti-aging exercise. These 5 exercises form a complete anti-aging workout that takes less than 30 minutes to complete. Do them 3 times per week, always with a rest day between sessions. The key is consistency and proper form rather than intensity. Your body needs time to adapt and rebuild stronger. Start with lighter weights and shorter durations, then gradually increase as you progress. Remember that study I mentioned at the beginning, where 73-year-olds reversed their biological age by 15 years. They were doing variations of these exact exercises. The science is clear and the results are proven. Your muscles have stem cells that remain dormant as you age, but these movements wake them up and trigger regeneration. You're never too old to get stronger, and these exercises prove it. Pharmaceutical companies won't tell you this because there's no profit in simple movements that cost nothing. But these exercises are more powerful than any pill for maintaining your independence and quality of life as you age. Start today, stay consistent, and in 12 weeks, you'll feel like a different person. Your body wants to be strong and capable. It just needs the right stimulus. These 5 movements provide exactly that. The fountain of youth isn't a myth. It's movement. And now you know exactly which movements work best. Now we want to hear from you. What everyday activity has become harder for you after 60 that you wish you could do easily again? At what age did you first notice your body changing? Which of these exercises are you excited to try first? Share your experiences in the comments below. We love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. And remember, your strongest years may still be ahead of you.